No,
But
I'm
it's true.
so proud what you're talking about because being conservative and making the assumptions, the lowest of the lowest assumptions, rather than exorbitantly choosing and the cap rates, at the exit, just by shifting a little bit in the
Oh
cap
man.
rate, you can
Yes.
make these
It was
spectacular.
like a monster deal. It's a monster deal because you lowered the cap rate a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Good thing you hit it right button, buddy. I'm telling you. And a lot of people are investing crazy with
Yeah.
these people, and I hope they are really looking at their track records, their how long they have bought, what they have bought, and all that. But
Yeah.
let me take you to your mindset maybe
Ooh,
before,
let's do this.
your mindset of abundance, your mindset of just taking out the shackles, I hear, right?
Yes.
Take us back. How
Yeah,
did
man.
you do it? I think people listening to us might be saying, yeah, he's done it. Many times we see success, we don't know the process.
Oh man, they don't know that it's taken 15 years, that it's taken, and same as you and I have talked about this all the time about you. They think you just popped on the scene last year, but they don't know that Vinney's been doing this for 40 years. It takes 40 years to be an overnight success. But no, but you're absolutely correct, man. For me, it was 2018. My daughter was 2, and my son was about to be born,
Yeah.
and I was tired of flipping houses because it was, it's a job. It was a second job. It was work. You have to be there every day, otherwise the contractors don't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was looking for another way. And again, my mentality was, I'm trying to get rich for me, because this is for me and my family. This is for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met you, and I met Jens Nielsen, and I've met some great mentors, Steve Breton.
Yes.
And I've met some awesome mentors that started giving me that mind shift of like, hang on a second, man, this is bigger. Let's talk about the spinning plates. This is a whole team. This is a whole team effort. You have to go. I like to say you got to go up a conscious level, right? Consciousness level, vibrate a little bit higher, and then you realize it's about others. It's about abundance, because going back to the mindset of fixing and flipping, I'm trying to get this one house right here, right? And I'm gonna outbid you, Vinney. Like I'm gonna like do whatever it takes to outbid you, and this is my deal because this is the one house in this street, and so like it's a very scarcity mindset. And once you realize, the next level, or who knows how many levels there are, infinite amount of levels, but like, once you realize there is enough for everybody, the pie is literally infinite.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to a song by Bob Marley, and it's funny because, you get inspiration from different ways. And he mentioned in that song, wealth is like the water in the ocean. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like water in the ocean. You can go get your buckets full, get as many buckets, and it's not going to affect it, man. Like there's enough for everybody. The ocean doesn't all of a sudden lose because you grabbed a couple buckets.
I love it. Love it. What you're talking about. And Duamel, there is a scarcity of housing. I mean, what we have built so far with this whole traumatic, what happened in the last 3 years or whatever, and all these stocks were down and everything. So there is a big millions and millions of dollars of scarcity. I was going to ask you to do, I don't do that, but you have a music in the background. Let's play some music a little bit.
Man. Let's do
we
this.
can have some fun in this, whole show to make it entertaining. Do it fire. Yeah.
A little permanent holiday.
All right. Hey, I know. I'm planning to go to Puerto Rico. We might even meet there. My niece actually just left over there, and my family, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are there in Puerto Rico right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, for vacationing. And my niece left for 4 months from New York. She didn't want to be in the snow. She's working remotely from there.
Awesome. Hey, when you're ready, whenever, let me know, man. I'm there with you, man.
All right.
I love my island. I love my people, man. And then I'll introduce you to all the people I know, man.
That'll be exciting. We can do some workshops there.
Absolutely.
I can write up the whole thing.
Absolutely, exactly. Absolutely, man. That's the way to do it. Again, another trick of the wealthy.
It is. It
You
is
know,
exactly.
I gotta keep
And we
keep
can go on a
learning.
yacht and have a board meeting on the yacht. Then
Yeah,
we can write off that day too. My
that's
CPA
awesome.
told me, yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So let's talk about. So let me. I know people listening to us are saying, okay, mind shift is there. I
Mind shift.
want to reach there. What were some of the steps, baby steps, that you had to take to get started, and what were some struggles?
Yeah. So first, focusing on that mindset, and then actually studying. I started reading some books on
Yeah,
mindset and how to and like success books.
yeah,
A lot of times we're stuck on real estate books and we're just reading real estate book one after another, one after another. But I started reading finance books and I started reading, mindset, how to meditate, the magic of thinking big. I was reading all these books and it was completely changing the way I thought. But once I got into the mindset of first it was, I can't buy an apartment complex. There's no way I can buy an apartment complex. That's a wealthy man's game. That's not for me.
mm-hmm.
And after getting some awareness and waking up and realizing that anybody can actually buy an apartment complex, you just have to know how.
That's right. With zero money,
Zero
literally,
money.
buy apartments with
But
zero money.
hang on, Vinney.
No credit, nothing.
Hang on. It's not zero money. You get paid to buy this
I love
property.
it.
Right? Not only did you have nothing into it, you got paid to put this deal together.
And you own part of the deal.
You own part of the deal.
Part of the deal, equity.
Equity, man.
Like making money from zero.
Yes. I was just listening to a song by Nipsey Hussle, and I think it was called Status Symbol. The album's called Mailbox Money. But Nipsey Hussle in it, he mentions about you got to get equity positions. Name of the game is equity positions. Build that wealth, retain that wealth, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What a great nugget. What a great nugget you're sharing. And
Absolutely.
The biggest thing is the fear of the unknown, the fear of I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have time. But you having a W-2 job and a family and two kids.
Yeah,
2 kids, and you try to, put it, together, to say, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Right. So,
but again, listening to your mentors, you taught me immediately about the spinning plates.
Yeah.
And so for me, the spinning plates are a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. But I started filling in SEC attorney, real estate. You started to build your team.
Yeah.
I started looking, okay, what do I need? Oh, I need capital. I need brokers. I need attorneys.
Yes.
You need inspectors.
Yep.
You need good lenders, man. Like one of the things that I learned from you is, man, this has been invaluable, but it was having that lender on your team. Yeah. They go to walks with you. Dude, shout out to Charles Knighton. But that's my lender, man, my Freddie Mac lender. And he literally walks these properties with us.
I love him.
Texting all the time, all hours of the night, and we're trying to get deals done, man. And, just building your team, understanding that. And again, going back from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset, you realize this is a team sport, man. This is a team sport.
So
start building that team.
Exactly. Then let me also kind of ask you, how did you get your meetup group? I remember one day I spoke to so many people. Yeah. I said, how many did you bring? You said, all of mine.
I brought all of Orlando, man. They kept coming. I think we had over 100. And so, and the thing is, the fear you talked about, how do you overcome? Dude, I'm like you. I talk with my hands.
Yeah. Exactly.
but overcoming your fears. So one of my fears was public speaking. Which now I love public. Now, quick segue. We'll get back to public speaking. But I wanted to get out of that fear. Yeah. So before I did that meetup, I took your advice again, listening to your mentors, and I started putting these investor seminars together. So I started calling friends and family that I thought maybe could invest in deals. I rented out our HOA clubhouse. Big PowerPoint presentation, and I know I fumbled my way through it because, but then after I did it, me and Lupita high five. We're like, screw it, man, we did it. Like, who cares how bad it was? the Band-Aid is ripped, man. And from there, we kept doing monthly. You know, we had 20, 30, 40 people in those seminars where it was just passive investors. And again, from our community. So majority of these guys were, you know, minority, you know, women owners, entrepreneurs. Sure. So from there, I started to like, why not start a meetup and share this even more? And that's how that started. You know, it's funny because, you know, shout out to Myron. Myron says I'm the most famous guy without social media. So I love it. Yeah. So I was able to make some phone calls, and all of a sudden we had a full house, man. We had that restaurant for free.
Yep, I remember that.
You know, we had all
classy restaurant, guys.
Oh yeah.
People ask you, you better go. I'm telling you. I mean, this guy spends money. Yes. He invests money, I should say.
Absolutely, man. Strategically, because you can write that off.
Yep.
Yeah, so, but you got to get over your fears. Get over fears of first. Well, I heard Tony Robbins say this once before. He says, "Get over yourself." Yeah, get over yourself, man. Like, just who cares? Just get out there and just get in front of people, and you know, start meeting people, start networking. You know, I think another key component, I believe, to anybody's success is networking. Yeah, continue to network.
Totally. Networking, you know, into your local people. You know, there are so many clubs, and with COVID happening, they even do online. Why not to get on it, you know, and get on these meetup groups and RIA groups and wealth groups, and then, Rotary clubs and all these different groups. Try to get into certain places where you can interact, and then also work on your contact list. You know, never ever assume anybody if they have money to invest or not. Most probably everybody does. So you got to assume that they have, or they know some people who have money to invest. $36 trillion in retirement funds in USA. And there is, I don't know how many trillions over there in the stock market. It's just ridiculous. So money is there. It's the mindset of abundance gets us.
Well, hold up. You just hit, man, that was fire. If we could, like, I don't know, like hit that horn here, that reggae horn. Dude, that was fire what you just brought right there. So getting out there and talking to people. Yeah. Step number one, right? How to raise capital. You know, everybody wants to know what's the secret. Because right now, Vinney, I've got so much capital. I need deals to deploy them to.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that.
So, and by the way, if you're putting a deal together, I'm looking for like-minded people that are on a mission-oriented. Let's change lives and let's do deals together.
Marvelous. Actually, I'm building, just to let you know, I just sent money for Claremont location. I'm buying land. I'm going to build over there assisted senior living multifamily. It's going to revenue 4.5 million. What? Wow. 4.5 million in a year, and it's going to cost me $16 million to build it.
Wow.
So 4 times the revenue. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And it's A++ building. It's going to be 3 courtyards, and it's going to have spas, and of course the dining halls and everything, library, movie theater, and all these great things, you know. Yeah. And 4 investors are bringing 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Done. With Beautiful. 4 investors. Done.
Beautiful. And again, 40 years for an overnight success.
Yeah, so true. I mean, you know, like I said, I just raised 750,000 this morning because the bank I was dealing with just told me yesterday that they're going to deficit me for 2.5 million or something. Wow. I said, you want me to raise 2.5 million in a week's time?
Wow.
I said, that's a pretty big chore, but I think we can do it.
Let's do it. Challenge accepted. We made it happen.
You know, and we designed that email this morning. John and I sent it out to our 430 investors or something. Now they're emailing me back and calling some people who already invested in this fund. They want to increase the fund, you know, add more money to it. And awesome. I don't have to do any legal paperwork because they did it already.
Yeah, so they've already signed up.
Yeah. And it's for 3 years. They can keep on adding more money into. This is a great way to do it, by the way. Anybody listening to us, look into the concept of doing a fund, which is kind of going over a long term But in the PPM, you say you can stop the fund anytime you want. You can start it anytime you want. And then it's going to go for 5 years or 7 years, same thing. And then in my case, I've done like a mitigation of risk fund, which I'm just kind of teaching the audience. What that is, I'm buying multifamily already built. I'm also buying, already built these assisted senior livings, which my partner and I are building. We are buying them, cashing out the investors. Then we're going to hold them for 5 to 7 years, 50-50, partnership. Then we are doing, we are also, building, hopefully we are looking at a 480 units apartment complex on the coast of Florida to build for some other investor. And then we are also buying hotels. So all these mitigation of risk, because in the fund, you buy one deal, then you buy next deal, then next deal, then next deal. What it does is the profits from each deal go up to the top. So if one asset is kind of lean in a quarter, the other asset brings you cash. So our investors are guaranteed, almost the preferred returns.
So you're diversifying your own fund.
You got it.
Yeah,
and then you're buying properties in different locations too.
Yeah.
Different asset class, 4 asset class in 4, 5, 6 locations. You're just having the best of the best, money being invested all over with less, risk. Yeah.
So how are you limited by how many investors you can have in a fund?
No, zero. This one is, I'm doing 506C because I'm advertising. That's why I could talk on the show today, because you have to have accredited investors only, which a lot of big syndicators in USA have gone to that route now, because they're advertising, they're doing everything, and all, and they're talking, out there that we're giving 18% and 20% and all that. I don't talk about percentages, but that's what our fund is going to be. We are targeting almost 22% per year.